you just got to avoid those and win. However ugly it is, it doesn't matter. Just get the W.
It's the landmines, right? That's what they are. I mean, Rutgers is a landmine, and they avoided it tonight, no doubt about that. I maybe would put Oklahoma in that category. Like, they haven't won since 1967.
They got more talent.
Arkansas.
No, Oklahoma's got talent. They got talent.
Oh,
they should not be. What are they, 1-7?
It's an underachievement by Porter Moser.
Yeah, they should not be I think they're 1-7. Am I wrong in the league? Is that wrong?
Yeah, this is. No, I think you're right. Yes, this is their 6th or 7th loss in a row.
Right. I mean, that team is way too – I thought they did a great job in the portal this offseason. I still kind of believe that. And, yeah, I don't think – I think Porter –
they're 1-7 in the league. Yeah,
1-7 in the league. I mean, you can't be 1-7 with – I know they didn't have a ton of money necessarily, but they did a good job in the portal, and yeah, you got to win that game at home. But, man, I'll say this. How many guards, okay? How many guards? And there are actually a few because guard play is so good. Point guard play is probably the best we've seen in like 10 years overall in college basketball this year. But how many guards are you saying I'd rather have the ball in their hands in crunch time than Darius Acuff Jr.? How many? Not many.
There aren't many. I mean, and I don't want to actually go through that exercise because he had an unbelievable game tonight. 21 points, 9 assists, no turnovers. He's having a hell of a month of January. Had a huge and one at the end. Arkansas actually had to go on a 6-0 run to ice this game away with a minute left. I mean, Oklahoma had the win in their hands, and it just slipped through like sand. Stanford Steve. This is an Arkansas team. You like every time they go on the road, I know what I'm getting in Fayetteville. I'm going to get a wagon in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
But every time they go on the road, I'm like, what am I going to get? And they got down early. I think this was their largest comeback of the season, 13-point comeback for the Roadhogs tonight. But they win, they cover, all is well in Coach Calipari's world.
No doubt. And the crazy thing I thought about Saturday, and who they beat LSU. But like all these freshmen, DeBonsa and Wagner go for 40 plus, and Boozer has 30. Like no one even mentioned Acuff. He had 31. Like it just what I love about him, and I know Jalen Suggs always got credit for being the football player at the point guard position, and that's a big reason why I love him. You see how well he is in the NBA playing defense. But Acuff's body, man, he's so strong. He doesn't shy away from contact. He's not the biggest dude, but I'll tell you what, a lot more than not, he goes to the rack and he gets his shot off. And that's why I always look at those guys. When they go in there, do they get their shot off? Not only does he get it off, to your point, biggest moment of the game, an and one. The kid's tough. And, Cal, I still believe he does a great job in the locker room with these guys. He'll call your asses out if he doesn't want it. And again, he knows what he needs from his team to be successful. Who has to score? Who has to do what? He's always talking about that. And I think that helps them in instances like this. When you go on the road, like you talked about, Oklahoma had a brutal road swing. Going to South Carolina and losing, and then going to Missouri. And then Moser said that's the first time Mark Mitchell has shot a three off the dribble in his life and made it, and it wins a game from, on the road against you, 2 buzzer beaters, and you lose. I thought Oklahoma was going to be the right side tonight, and they weren't because of Acuff and that team. Cal's got them cooking, man. It's a really fun team to watch, and obviously they shoot it. They're going to be all right, and they scored 83 and 1 tonight. Truly impressive.
The number, 0 turnovers for Darius Acuff. 0 turnovers. That's what has blown me away about Acuff more than anything else is his poise, his temperament. A lot of guys right now would be trying to show that they're a top 3 pick, right? Like he's probably came into the season as like a mid to late first rounder. A lot of people are saying he's a top 10 pick now. A lot of guys in his position right now would be saying like, no. Why aren't we talking about me more than A.J. DeBonsa or Darren Peterson, who's been in and out of the lineup? And this dude is just, man, he is so smooth, so poised, leadership for a freshman. I love him. Like he's He has surprised me more than any freshman in the Keaton Wagler probably surprised me more than any freshman in the country. But Acuff's really blown me away by how mature he's played.
By the way, before we move on, honorable mention, Malik Thomas, 23 points, including the game-sealing free throws. That's another fantastic freshman. Arkansas, doing it the way Cal's always done it, building around those talented freshmen. And it's paying off for him this year. There's no question about that. All right, UConn, they keep trucking, Jeff. It doesn't necessarily look that – I was surprised to hear you call them